Let's see. We are live. How are we doing this? It's interesting. Yeah. Too much glare, I think, maybe. Yeah, there's a little bit of glariness there. So why don't we do this? I think it's a little brighter. How about? I wonder if that's better. Is that better? Okay. So I am learning how to live stream. Let's see. What do you think? Okay, you say something. Hello, world. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guide your privacy and abide by our community. Learn more. Can you hear me? I don't know what this is. What is this? And that's that. All right. What do you think, guys? Anybody out there? I don't know what to do with this thing. So what do we got going on here? We got one person and a fist, thumbs up. So I'm really trying to figure out what is going on here. So this is my first attempt at doing this. So we'll see. Pop chat. What is that? Let's check this out. What is that? Live chat. All messages. Okay, so we got live chat. All. Well, guys, this is new to me. So we will see what is happening if you can hear me. I just brought up a bunch of third edition codexes for 40K to figure out what I'm going to do with this. So I really don't know what to do here. We got one person watching, maybe? Is that me? I wonder if that's me. Is that me? Well, guys, this is my first time doing this. So I'm checking it out, trying to figure out what the ins and outs of this thing is, and going from that. I'm tired. It's late. Get off of work. Right now, it's about 1:30 in the morning, 1:26. And I don't know. It's weird. It's like I'm talking to myself. So it's late at night. And let me just give you a little browse of the room. And this is my library or my den. And I've got a bunch of stuff on the walls and that neat stuff. I'm being quiet because I don't want to wake up my wife. Hey, Martin, how are you doing? It's 6:30 there, huh? Good morning. Good morning. Hi. So this is interesting. Can you hear me, Martin? Can you hear me pretty good? Um, so this is my little room. I'm starting to do right over there in that corner over there. And you see that right there. I got something coming from Hasbro to fill up that empty space over there. But this is my Marvel Legends kit. Little superheroes. These guys over here, these are the old um, Marx figures that used to be sold. They used to be like, I don't know, 25 cents, 50 cents. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to get the entire Arkham set. That was the easiest set for me to get, and I grabbed a few more. We got some old books in there. The old Warhammer Fantasy, some coin books, a few things here and there. Warhammer stuff, mostly second edition and Rogue Trader. Star Wars stuff, Conan, and a few things up there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not neat stuff. It's a little different doing it this way. But I think what I was going to do was I was going to start doing some stuff where we can just sit down and talk and see how things are going and that kind of thing. I thought it would be pretty cool. So I think it's easier this way if you wanted to ask questions or anything, what I'm doing and how things are going. I think this is a little bit easier. I'm watching a lot of people do this live stream thing, and I said, "Oh, it's pretty cool because you get to talk to people, and you get that back and forth response." So I guess the biggest thing was this past month was going to Comic Con and checking out, Gina Carano and Ming Na Wen, who used to. She was in Joy Luck. She actually was in Street Fighter back in the day, and she does Joy Luck Club and Mandalorian and Marvel's Agents of Shield. And she was pretty cool. Oh yeah, I actually had to put that together. That actually came from China, and it's actually pretty cool. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parts, and you actually had to make the frame for that yourself and then put it together. It's actually pretty decent kind of mural painting. So that was pretty neat. Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So it comes in. So I had to get the 1x material for this, cut it, staple it, glue it, and kind of press it on there. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, it works. It took a little bit of time to do. There we go. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. Let's see what else. What else we got going on here? What else we got? We got all the Dungeons and Dragons books over here. The modules. We got our Osprey books up there. Let's slide that out. So we got a bunch of Osprey books there. I just picked up this right here. I want to see if I can get that signed by Chris Evans and Haley Atwell. We got a few things in here. We got some Star Wars stuff up there. That B-17 actually crashed. I was on that B-17 the year before it crashed. We got a few there, and we got some things down here. It's my my wall of the movie stars and TV stars and that neat stuff. So, and then all of those old tanks. So, I come in here and I chill out every now and then, besides being down in the basement when I'm painting. Yes, you're right. The very first space shuttle was called the Enterprise. And when they rolled her out, the the uh, the crew from the original Enterprise was actually there. I think, though, I don't. Shatner wasn't there, but I think almost everybody else was. So the TOS crew was already there when they rolled it out. So yeah, you're right. The original shuttle was the Enterprise, and they specifically named her that because of the Star Trek show. So that was pretty cool. What else we got going on? What else we got? Yeah, that was. I'm trying to figure out what. I think I got that at Hobby Lobby, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that at Hobby Lobby. And that's pretty neat. I actually, I met William Shatner, and well, let's see. Here we got. Let's see. So we got autographed William Shatner. I met him there at Boston Comic Con. Walter Koenig, and then Brent Spiner, and Arlene Martel. I never got Leonard Nimoy's signature because he passed away before I could get it. And then right here, oh come on now, what is her name? Oh man, she plays Batgirl too, and I forget her name. I can't remember it. And then what else we got? I think we've got another. Go to Adam West, but who do we got for Star Trek? We got. I know I had another one on here. Maybe not. He's around here somewhere. Kurt Urban. He's around here somewhere. I just don't know what I did with him. Was he? Oh, there he is. Right underneath the. So then we have. Kurt Urban. Judge Dredd. A few other movies. Pretty cool. Planet of the Apes. Hannah, right? And yeah, so this is okay. Let me plug you back in here. Oh yeah, he's actually a very cool guy to meet. William Shatner. I hear like a lot of people kind of like got put off by him because he says his ego, but when I met him, he was awesome. He's a very matter of fact kind of guy. When you talk to him and you just have like a normal conversation with him, he's very like cut and dry. He's got a dry sense of humor. He's got that kind of that British sense of humor. So you got to take him with a grain of salt, whether he's fooling around with you. If he likes you, he likes you, and you can tell. He'll talk to you like that. But he's got a very dry sense of humor. But he's definitely a decent guy. Mm. Yeah, he is bigger than life, I think. He's a legend. He really is, and he's such a nice guy. Um, Geez, I was thrilled to meet him. Uh, and I wish I could have met Leonard Nimoy because he seems like a very down to earth kind of guy too. But every single one of the Star Trek people that I've met were pretty awesome. Uh, Adam West was definitely a trip. Adam West, he's very tall, and he was funny to meet. He has a very strange sense of humor. Adam West, um, and then Cassandra Patterson plays Elvira. Man, what a sweetheart she is. And then I wish I could remember his name. He plays Crixus on Spartacus. He was a really cool dude to meet. And Gina Carano, she was a sweetheart. Oh my God, what a doll. And Ming Na Wen, she was pretty cool too. Uh, Now, what I want to do is I want to get Chris Evans and I want to get Haley Atwell for this one, for this right here, for that right there. I'm hoping that maybe I'll get lucky enough and I'll get them to sign this for me. You know, Cap right there and Peggy Carter there. So I didn't even know this was out. I just accidentally bumped into that. That was pretty cool. I want to see if I can get them to sign that for me, and we'll see what happens. Uh, Fan Expo was pretty cool. There was a lot of. I missed the girls though. I missed that Star Wars girl, Anna, and I miss Chrissy. So that was. I wanted to meet them, but I was in line for so long. It was just incredible. Yes, yes. My grandson loves that movie, and yeah, I gotta watch it again because I was tired, and he was watching it, and I fell asleep a little way into it. But it was awesome. I really liked it. I'm either gonna have to pick up a DVD copy of it, or I'm gonna have to rent it on Amazon or check it out. No, it should be a Marvel. Ish. Yeah, is that on Disney Plus? I'll have to check it out. Either way, I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Maybe I can get my grandkids to come over and we'll watch it again. But yeah, you're right. It was a cool movie. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to rewatch that. Yeah, well worth looking at. I wish I had enough. But the thing was, I think I worked a couple extra overtime shifts, and I ended up passing out on the couch and woke up here and there and saw little bits and pieces of it. So yeah, no, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna recheck that out. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But you know what the kids is, they like to see new things. So where me on the other hand, I can keep watching the same old thing over and over again. I don't mind that. As a matter of fact, drives the old lady crazy when I do that because I'll do the marathon. I'll do the Lord of the Rings marathon. Then I'll do Star Wars marathon. Then I'll do Babylon 5 marathon, and then Battlestar Galactica, the um, the newer the newer series. Not that I don't like the old one. I do like the old one, but the newer series was pretty awesome. Uh, well, I don't know if we do the horror movies too much, but they're more into the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and that kind of thing. So the horror movies, hmm, that's interesting. I wonder why we don't do that. Oh my God, yes, James Bond. Now are we talking about the old James Bond, or are we talking about the new James Bond? Are we talking about how many were there, right? I know like Sean Connery, and I think that's sad because I grew up watching James Bond. Always wanted one of those Alpha. Were they Romeo? Not Romeo's. Romeo. How do you say that? How do you pronounce that? Alpha Romeo. the Alfa Romeo, and what was he? He drove that other car too. What was the other car that Bond drove? All Bonds, yeah. I hear you. I hear. What about the new one? The one was it um, something Solace? I can't remember his name. Something Solace, right? Jeez. That's you're right. Aston Martin. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah, Aston Martin. Wow. Jeez. Man, I remember when I was a little kid. Man, my buddy Glenn and I had sleep over his house, and his mother was a go-go dancer. Yeah. Oh my God, I was in love with his mom. I said, son, Janie's mom's got it going on. I said, Glenn, Glenn's mom has got it going on. She was hot. She was hot, but I mean, every Saturday night we'd be watching some kind of James Bond flick. Yeah. Oh my God. Goldfinger, right? Spy Who Loved Me, Goldfinger, Moonraker. Um, was it Live and Let Die? Diamonds Are Forever. I know I'm missing some. Uh, it, Jeez, I'm racking my brain trying to think of all the Bond films. Jeez, they were cool though. I did like was it Gold Member? I always thought there was a Spy Who Loved Me, right? Then there was Octopussy. Uh, Jeez, what else? What else was there? I think I'm maybe. I know I got most of them. Not Casino Royale was something different, wasn't it? Casino Royale was kind of a Bond thing, but was it? It's a new one, right? I know there's an old Casino Royale, and I think the new guy did a recent Casino Royale. Hmm. Aston Martin, yeah, definitely cool. What else? Then those are like at least, yes, it is. Uh Man, what's the name of the dude that played? I mean, it was like what in like Flint. There was that was that one. Was a takeoff kind of a Bond film, and Casino Royale. I'm trying to think of what the main characters. Oh man, he was a British actor. I can't remember his name. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. I don't have my phone here to do a Google search, so I'm just trying to, off the top of my head, figure things out. Not Walter Pigeon. No. I'm trying to think of something else. David Niven, yes, absolutely. There you go. There you go. Yep, David Niven. Well done. Yep. Wow. Good job. Jeez. I don't know why Walter Pigeon popped into my brain, but yeah, David Niven. Jeez. Talk about talking about a while ago, huh? Wow. That's jeepers. Yeah. There's some good movies back then though. They really were. Jeez. David Niven. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Hi. Roger Moore. Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. David Niven and Roger Moore were good friends. Wow. Well, yeah. Jeez. No kidding. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Jeez. Wow, he had some good movies back then. Hmm. Oh, well, at least this thing works, right? It's good sound, good picture. Yeah. So I'll have to do like a premiere or something. I don't know. This is a little like just bingo. I said, yeah, let's try it. Roger Moore was great friends with everyone. Oh, no kidding. Really? It's kind of like oh, Keanu Reeves. I hear a lot of good things about Keanu Reeves. So, like, he's the same way. Everyone loves him. And he does some really good action movies, too. So, he loves motorcycles. He's actually part owner of a motorcycle company. They do these, like, outrageous rocket bikes that look pretty cool. But yeah, and I hear a lot of good things about him, too. Hmm, that's interesting. Roger Moore. Yeah, wow. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but yeah, Roger Moore, Sean Connery, and what was the other one's name? How many were there? Four? Not including the new guy. Were there four Bonds? Roger Moore, Sean Connery, and I can't think of the other guys. I can see their faces, but I can't remember their names. Hmm. 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 It's supposed to be easier if I have my phone. I can pop it all up, but that's cheating, right? Not really. So I guess what's going to happen with this is, um, so you do the live stream, and then after the live stream, you can actually put it on the on like a regular video. But this is pretty cool. Pierce Bronson, Timothy Dalton, George Lazenby. That's interesting. I can picture Bronson, I can picture Dalton, Moore, and Connery. But Lazenby, I'm gonna look him up because I'm not sure. I can't picture George. Isn't that funny? But yeah, Pierce Bronson and Timmy Dalton. I think Roger Moore and Roger Moore and Sean Connery are the ones I know the best. That's interesting. So I'll look that up. Thanks, man. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check out Lansonby, and check that out. And what movies did he play in? Hey, come on, come here, come. Oh, yeah, yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Tippy. Look at. You see yourself? What? What are you eating? This right here is Taina. We got her out of the projects. Yeah. Now she's fat. She's about 3, 4 years old now. And she's a sausage with legs. Oh, and mama. So, live stream at almost 2 in the morning. What you doing? Get you down there. Go ahead. What? Go lay down. Go to sleep. George only did one. The best Majesty's Secret Service. Was that the very first one? Oh, thanks. Was that the first Bond movie on Her Majesty's Secret Service? It was, wasn't it? Black and white. So now you got my brain working. Yeah, that the little sausage with legs. She had 2 litters. We had three little ones from the first, and we had 2 little ones from the second. Ended up keeping one from the first, and then the others were given away to family members or sold. But they keep me busy. So then, yeah, they're a handful. They can't, but they're good dogs. They're good dogs. They're terrors of the neighborhood. They bark at everything. They got that small dog thing going on. What else? What else we got? Oh, really? 5th? No way, really? Wow. How'd a fly get in here? Really? No kidding. Cheapest. Man. So he was a 5th, and he took the role from Connery, huh? Which was an impossible. Yeah, I guess. Well, he's a legend too. Sean Connery, he's iconic. He really is. You know. Geez, yeah. Oh my God. there's I think there's one movie that he played in that he probably wants to forget about. And what was it Oz? Zoz? Zorg, something like that, like Zod. It was horrible. it was it was bad. It was bad. Uh, what was the name of that? Yeah, it was something like Zod or Zoz or something like that. And he was dressed up in this white strap thing. He looked like he was gonna pop out a Chip and Dale dancer thing, you know. Like, but yeah, yeah. I do have Michael Caine's autograph over there, so that's pretty cool. Imagine that, huh? Yeah. From the picture, it's from Zulu. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. What else we got going on? What else do we have going on? Live chat. We got 3. And we got the fly before. The Brendel fly. I don't know how he managed to get in the house, but he did. And he's aggravating me. So Fan Expo in Boston was pretty cool. It was packed. It was really crowded. There was a lot of people there. Zulu is a great movie. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Whenever I war game, well, when I used to war game a lot, uh, I would always throw in either the soundtrack or do the movie, and then have a couple of beers and go to town on the table. It was an awesome movie, and so I'd watch Zulu Dawn, and then I would watch Zulu. So awesome movie. I think one of the best. That Zulu, the Battle of Britain. That was a totally awesome movie. A Bridge Too Far. That was cool. That was a good one. The Longest Day is an old one, but a goodie. What else? What else we get going on? Bridge at Remagen was pretty cool. I just got done watching. What did I get? I just got done watching Rommel, um, which I think it was a shorter version because it seems so short. Um, okay, now I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to. Who played Rommel? Who played Rommel? Oh man, yeah, I bet. Yeah, well, they're classics, right? They're awesome. Um, trying to think of what the are there any? What was the? I just saw uh, a pretty good war movie that just recently came out. I'm trying to remember what. Did you like Dunkirk? I saw Dunkirk. I thought that was pretty good. 1917 was all right, but I liked Dunkirk. Um, that was pretty good. And what else we got? Oh, what was the new one I just saw? I know I did a. I know I mentioned it in a past video, but I just can't think of it right now. Oh my God, Sing to Bismarck. Oh my God, wow, wow. Well, that's a blast from the past. Yeah, geez, that was a good movie too. Wow, Sing to Bismarck. Jeez, yeah, that was pretty good. Wow. Um, now you got me thinking. Yeah, I guess for its time, Midway was okay, but there was a lot of like giant models of the Red Max. There's the Red Max or the Blue Max? 'Cause I haven't seen the Red Max, but I have seen the Blue Max. Uh, Saving Private Ryan, yes, yes. Saving Private Ryan was that blew me away. That when I saw that at the movies, that blew me away. Um, yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of Vietnam flicks like was it Platoon? Go Tell the Spartans. Uh, those are the two that Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now was kind of a crazy movie, but it was a good one. I'm not saying it wasn't. It was a good movie. It's definitely a psychedelic kind of thing. Um, but Go Tell the Spartans was pretty good. Burt Lancaster was in that one, and there were John Wayne's Green Berets. Green Beret, you know, Peter's son ends up getting whacked in the jungle by some booby trap. Uh, let's see. Beach Landings. Oh, really? No kidding. I did not know that. No kidding. Wow. Oh, that must have been something. Yeah. Wow. Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, the Boys of Company C. That was another Vietnam flick. I saw the Boys of Company C just before I went into the Marine Corps. It was like days before I went in the Marine Corps. Burt Lincoln in the Field of Dreams, huh? Hmm. Field of Dreams. That's. I know I saw it. It's a baseball movie, right? And I'm trying to remember. Is that the one where they say, "Build it and they will come"? I'm trying to remember. Build it and they will come. I think that wasn't that Field of Dreams, or am I way off base? I like the Blue Max though. I think that. I'm trying to remember. Is that Paul Newman in the Blue Max? Wow. Trying to think what my all time favorite movie back then. Um, my all time favorite war movie. It had to be. It had to be the Battle of Britain. It had to be because the planes. And I actually read the book, and there were a lot of pilots who were Jewish were in German uniforms flying the Messerschmitts, and they used to say that they used to call them Messerschmitts because they were like cobbled together, and they were like flying death traps, but they used these things. And they like went all over the world to grab these planes, the Hankels and the Hurricanes, the Spits. The only thing they couldn't get a hold of was Stukas, and they had to use the radio controlled Stukas, which you can tell when you see them coming after the radar stations. But I know they grabbed like a lot of the Spanish Air Force planes, because I guess Spain had a lot of them, and South America had a few, and um, Spain had a lot of the Hankels still, and they cobbled together some Messerschmitts, and they grabbed some Hurricanes and some Spits from collectors from all over, and then they had all these World War II pilots that came back to fly these planes, and yeah, it's pretty authentic movie. Except for the retreating Germans in the armor, they used a lot of American armor in that in the retreating scene in the beginning of the movie. Ah, no. Thank you for the bond thing. I'm going to look into that, and it's a pleasure having you here. I'm glad you're here. So this is the first. This is the very first live cast. So thanks, Martin, for hanging in there with me. And I just got out of work, so I've got a little bit of energy left before I hit the rack. But you take care. Have a good time at work, and I'll catch you at the next one. Be good. Peace. Have a good one, man. Be good. It was a pleasure. Thanks for rapping. Talking, as we say in the States, of rapping. What else we got out there? Anybody else? Anyone want to talk? Ask questions? Anything? Yeah, no, maybe? Don't be shy. Yamaha Beach. What else we got? Blue Max. The little tanks over the door, they are tanks that came from when I was a kid. Well, take a look. I believe there's Silex, and these right here, like this is the Japanese medium tank. This is Type 61 Japanese medium tank, and it's made by ZYLMEX, Zilmax out of Hong Kong. And they were kind of a 70s, 80s type toys. And what do you got? I've got a few up there. If you can see them, the Tiger, 48 M48s, King Tiger, and a few others. The Sheridan, I believe. Let's get that back. So they're pretty cool. They're a little expensive now, but I remember back in the day they were only a couple of bucks. Would you ever war game the Punic Wars? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Are you kidding me? Um, yeah. Well, I've got a lot of Roman stuff down in the basement, but it's more set to not Carthage, the Gauls, the Britons. So I have that. But yeah, oh, absolutely. I would definitely do the Punic Wars. Um, yeah, I have a thing for the Roman army. Uh, but okay, and Hannibal, right? You got Hannibal, so that's pretty neat. And yeah, I like the ancients. I do the ancients. It's, you know what it is? It's just running out of time to do that kind of stuff. You know, it's like you got so much on your plate, and then COVID hit, and then it's like wow, it wiped out gaming for a while. I think we're all just trying to get our gears going again so we can get back into playing. And I think maybe I think the guys overseas, at least in England, actually kind of went ahead and started doing that a lot faster than what we did. It took us a long time to get ourselves in gear and start rolling on that. But I got a lot of the warlord Roman soldiers and Britons downstairs, which I love the Romans. I wanted to pick up a Roman shield from that company I bought from. What was it? Jeez, this Nyan printers. I think it was traditional. Was pretty cool. It just said my connection was unstable. I was unstable. Yeah, I would do that. I think just wargaming in general. I'll do. I would do it all if I could. Um, my I guess my first love is Napoleon X though. Growing up with the FX figures and stuff like that. Yeah, it would be Napoleon X, and then sliding into like the Napoleon X got me into. There were more people playing Warhammer stuff, Warhammer Fantasy, than anything when I was in the service. Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer. So I ended up doing that. That in the States, the Napoleon X didn't really catch on too much. But I mean, Civil War did, the World War II stuff. But Napoleon X, not too many Yanks were doing it. I think I think I was the oddball in that. Oh, that's a good movie. Yes. Um, Clint Eastwood, Kelly's Heroes, one of my favorites. Oddball. He's a tanker. And the Sherman. When they go up against those weird ass tiger tanks. Yeah. Woof woof. with Don Rickles. What else we got out there? There's only five of us up at 2:30 in the morning, wherever we're at. Which, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. It's my first time doing this, so what I'm going to do, I'll probably do a premiere and something like that later on. I'll schedule something, and whatever you guys want to see, I'll throw up in here. Um, those little Zelmex tanks, they used to. One of I'll pull them down so you can see. But oh, Waterloo, yeah, of course, yeah. Waterloo's a fantastic movie. Jeepers. Um, a couple of the guys turned me on to. I'll show you over here. Onto this right here. So we got this right here. If you can see that. See that? The book, right? The Waterloo book. So it's pretty cool. And then we got this one from the movie as well. And then we got this print, which I thought was awesome. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Oh. Stop watching the stream. Find love. What is that What is that all about? Stop watching the stream and find love. You not have any love? 69mega.com. Guess what that's all about, guys? Yes, yeah. Have you seen the new film about Napoleon being made? No, I haven't. I didn't know it. I didn't know it was being made. Is it online yet? Because I'll look it up. Jeez. But I know that Terry turned me on to that book, Waterloo, and it's got Rod Steiger sitting on a bunch of boxes, which is like, wow, really? Everyone else is on horses, and he's on a bunch of boxes. Crazy. Oh, really? Ridley Scott's doing. He does some awesome movies. He really does. He did Gladiator, which was pretty cool. I like that movie. I actually have the Gladiator sword somewhere. I think it's over here. I got that. Yes, I do. Check this out. So I lost my mind, and I went and I got this silly thing. And I was in my yard playing with this thing. My neighbors thought I was out of my mind, which, yeah, I could be, possibly. Pretty neat. Yeah, I got this a long time ago. Really? Really? That's interesting. Phoenix is going to play him, huh? Wow. Wow. That's interesting. I wonder how that will play out. Hey, little one. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder how that will go. Ooh, the best Napoleon actor? I like. That's a good one. Because the series was pretty good. But I want to say Steiger was. I think Rod Steiger was. But I don't know if I'm being biased because that was like the first film I saw about Waterloo and my fascination with Waterloo. So Steiger's always, but they just had that series about Napoleon, And that dude did a good job. I don't know his name, but he did a good job. War and Peace. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That was yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. Yeah, War and Peace. I think it focused more on. I think War and Peace focused more on Fonda, so you didn't really get to see too much of our Napoleon as he goes into Russia. But that was an awesome movie. It really was. The was it the first Battle of Borodino? That was pretty cool. And then Fonda's trying to help with the artillery crew loading up and all that neat stuff. Yeah, good call. I think I think Napoleon's a hard play though. He really is. Because he looks so different when he's young. He's really thin, but as he gets older, he gains weight and gets a little plump, like the rest of us. We have our own battles of the Bolshes. So that, that's almost like a losing battle, right? But yeah, no, I think I guess all it depends on what decade you're gonna play Napoleon at. Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. There is a series when he starts from artillery school and comes up. There's also a movie called it's more of a love interest one, but it's called Desiree, which has uh, Napoleon and his marshal Bernadette. When Bernadette takes off to become the king of Sweden or something like that, right? And he ends up courting Napoleon's love, Desiree. So, but there is that series um, that had that. Didn't I think there was another one too. Didn't the British Broadcasting Company do a series on Waterloo or something? Hmm. I wish I could remember all their names, but I can't. It slips my mind. But yeah, that series is pretty good, and it gets them at the younger age too. I think you'd like that. I think it's a pretty good one. What else we got? So I just started reading that book, which is pretty good, and it's called Waterloo, making an epic movie. So that was pretty good. Yes. Oh, is that? I didn't even know what the name was. Heroes and Villains. Ah, no kidding. Really? Napoleon besieging Toulon. That's when he was real young, right? He was still an artillery captain. Uh, I believe the Italian campaign. I think. Oh, was it the Italian campaign? I'm thinking of either Italian. I think it was Italian campaign, or was it the not the Austrians? Was it the Austrians? Toulon. I want to say. I don't know why I keep thinking Italian, but it could have been. It could have been the Austrians, but I'm pretty sure it's Italian. It was against the British. Really? Southern France in Toulon. Huh. That's interesting. I'm way off base on that one. Uh-oh. I need to go back to the books. Oh yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, they were. Yes, he's putting down. Was that was Toulon, huh? Yeah, he was putting down the loyalists, right? Yeah. Jeez. Why am I thinking Italian? What's with me with Italian? Why am I stuck there? You're right. It was the Loyalists. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when you refresh what you already know. Wow. Yeah, one of my books, I believe. Which one is it? Yeah. Is it this one? No. Which one is it? Which one is it? No, it's not here. It must be down there. It must be down there somewhere. Yes, it is. Yep. Here we go. Right here. Yep. This is Campaigns of Napoleon. Let's see, what do we got? Too long. From the Line to the Danube. Oh, I'm way ahead. Let's see. Too long, yeah. 15. It's 1993. Hmm. To collect the power convoy destined for the army of Italy. His journey coincided with the revolt of Midi, and a serious challenge to conquer the French Republic. Well, not that one, Sardinia. Better for Corsica. Oh, well. Yes. I got 2 copies. I have the one with the green dust cover too. Yeah. Um, I didn't think I actually won this at an auction and got to buy it now. I didn't think I was going to get it, but I ended up getting, yes, it does have the green dust cover. This is David Chandler's book. Uh, very, very good book. Very good. I remember reading this when I was a teenager, and the book I have is like horrible. It's so destroyed because I read it so much, took it with me everywhere. So I ended up getting two pretty decent copies of it. But yeah, not bad at all. It's an expensive book now, though. When you find it, it's pretty expensive. Yeah. Good morning, Thurston. I was gonna say Guten Tag, but that's night. So I don't know how to say good morning in German. Yes, it is a good book. Yeah. If you can get a hold of this book, yeah. There are some cheaper copies out there, and then they actually made like a 3 volume of this now, which it has all the whatchamacallits, paintings, drawings, graphs, maps, all that neat stuff. Be gentle. So it's actually a pretty cool book. It works. So, honey. What time is it? It's got to be early morning, right, over there, because it's 2:27 now. So, what else we got going on? I don't know. There we go. I I'll be 18:07. What I tell you? What do you? Let's see. I'm thinking about starting an Napoleon army, but I don't know what scale to choose. Um, I think it depends on how much room you have. What is it you like? Um, I've wargamed the Napoleonics in 15 millimeter. Of course, the 1/72 scale, 1/76 scale Airfix, and then very well recently is the 28 millimeter. So I'm thinking about 15 or 1/72. Um, Actually, it's not a bad scale. I actually was going to do a well. I based my rules off of every one toy soldier equals six. That's my Irish show. Six real men, and I did for battery of guns. It would be two cannons for a battery. Uh, Cavalry would be two uh, two cavalry to equal six as well. So I went infantry, cavalry, 1 to 6, 1 to 6, and then artillery was 1 to 3. So it gives you like a French. So a French company would be like 24 infantry, and with it having six companies, you end up with like about 144 1/72 scale soldiers for your battalion. So with 144 as a French battalion at 144 soldiers, and you figure there's what, two battalions in each regiment. Uh, it gives you about roughly 280 to 300 men for the one regiment on the battlefield, which is a pretty good ratio if you're fighting on maybe like a 4x4 table, a 4x6 table, something like that, and you have a lot of room to play around with it. Uh, then, if you get into the 28 millimeter, you kind of lose a lot of that distance. But I figure, at least one soldier, 1/72, like average it out to one little guy equals like maybe 5 to 6 feet. That's how you do the range and the movement and stuff like that. But there are plenty of rules out there. Yes, absolutely. Maybe the company HATT will give you a lot of your um, Punic War stuff, your Crusade stuff, but you don't see too much. I mean, it's coming out now, but you don't see too much of that in the 1/72. A lot in Napoleonics and World War II, you got a lot of that stuff. But as far as if you wanted to do something else, no, it's tough. It's tough. Um, yeah, I think if you wanted to do a Napoleonic army, uh, you won't have a problem. The 1/72 is actually plastics. They're really good now, and they're cheap. They're a lot cheap. The 28 millimeters aren't bad either. 28 millimeters pretty good size. It all depends on what do you want to field? Do you want to do like a shops type thing, a skirmish type game, or you want to do kind of like a semi-tactical on the battalion level, or if you wanted to go into the like where brigade level or division level, where you just have the the soldiers on, say, a long piece of wood, and you check off, how they get damaged and if they're removed, that kind of thing. Um, I guess it all depends on what rule set you're going to use and how you want to. Battalion brigade is what you want. Um, if you're going to do battalion brigade, uh, you could you could slide into 172nd or 28 millimeter black powder. They're pretty cool rules. I think you might like them, and I think they're very popular. So you probably find people who want to play that. And so black powder is really really popular, and that's the thing too, is finding somebody who wants to play. So uh, black powder, I think they still sell the Waterloo set, which gives you both armies, which is pretty cool. So you can dabble in either the Brits or the French, whatever you want to do. And then they have the little extra box sets too. It's not too expensive. You get a pretty decent amount of soldiers for the amount of money you're paying. Um, the the 172nd 15 millimeter scale is going to be hard to find as far as players go. I mean, that's all us gray hairs that do that. And I don't know if we're dying out or what. But if you want the battalion brigade, I'd go with the black powder and just pick up the rule book first and look through it. That you can get first edition, second edition is pretty cheap, and they're not too different from the second edition that came out. They do take up a lot of space. Yes, they do. They do. I'm used to the 172nd scale, and I just slid into the 28. And if you saw my wargaming table, yeah, they do take up a lot of space, and it's very crowded. It looks like those paintings, those Napoleonic paintings that, yeah, they do take up a lot of space. The issue is just finding somebody to wargame. You know, I think I kind of like poke around a little bit and see who wants to war game in what scale, and then find a set of rules. That's your biggest hurdle is finding somebody that will play in the scale that you like and the rule set that you like. Um, that at least that's how I ended up in the 40K, because there weren't too many Yanks that were playing Napoleonics. Maybe two of my friends that love Napoleonics, but they're gone now. They're doing whatever they're doing out there in the world. But when you go tournaments, you do that thing. You go to cons. Um, you really have to search and find. I mean, there is a niche for that. 6 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 15 millimeter, 172nd. There is a niche. You just gotta find it. And I guess it's if you get onto a forum or something that it might help you out. But yeah, 28's a little rough. But they do have those sets. They have the 172nd sets. Pretty cool. Yeah. Now, you know what? Each generation brings its you know new thing into it, and there's nothing wrong with that. You go with what you. The biggest thing is you go with what you like, and you'll never go wrong. You'll find somebody, and you can always drag somebody in, kicking and screaming into what you like to do. But the biggest thing is finding something you like and go after it, and then have fun with it. Even if you don't play, you can collect and you paint them up, and you just do what turns you on. Yeah, there's a lot of no. My son, he's into that all the electronic video games, stuff like that. Total War, I heard was pretty cool. I mean, I did a lot of that stuff like solo playing and stuff, building empires and civilization and that kind of thing. And yeah, I did that for a while. But I miss the interaction, with my fellow war gamers at the war game table, just you know shooting the shit and having a good time. And whether you win or lose, it's about having fun and meeting new people and just having a good time. But I guess just take your time, do what you want to do, figure out what you like, paint them up, that kind of thing. You can even have buy the pre-painted ones and stuff like that. You know, you can also go into the big figures too and just do skirmish things. There are plenty of rules for that as well. You don't need as many soldiers, and you don't need a really big table because the table's gonna be crowded with terrain and stuff. They got a lot of World War II stuff like that. There's a lot of neat stuff out there. You just got to look and figure out what you like. And we got 238. Yeah, I know. Not really anyone looking into the physical stuff. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, I don't know. Hopefully, it's not a dying thing, you know. But the T virus didn't help the cause much. So that kind of that kind of put a damper on just about everything. Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's getting late. It's already almost 2:30. I'm gonna have to hit the rack. Um, thanks for thanks for chatting. And for the first for the first live stream at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just wanted to try it out and see how it goes, and it actually went very well. Yeah, no, I'm glad to do it. I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm learning how to do this stuff, and I learn how to do the Premiere. So I'll give you guys um, forewarning before I pop this up. Um, and just you guys take care of yourselves, and thank you for joining me so early in the morning. And yeah, I had fun. We'll see how these things go. And thanks, man. You guys take care of yourself. Be good to each other. It's a crazy world, right? And it's been a pleasure. So with that, I bid you adieu. Good night, good morning, and I'll see you next time. Be good to each other. You too. Ciao.